Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage TIBCO's Chief Marketing Officer, Thomas Bean.
Good afternoon. I'm very excited to welcome you all to this 2018 edition of TIBCO Now. This is an event, an experience that we've dedicated to one topic, innovation. We've used the traditional elements of TIBCO Now that you've come to love. Industry and thought leaders are going to inspire you. You're going to get information about the latest technologies. You're going to have networking opportunities to get new ideas and use cases, and also a few additional surprises. To me, this event is all about perspectives. We want to expose you about as many perspectives about innovation as possible so you can build your own. And this is actually where I wanted to start. We wondered, what is your perspective on innovation? And this is why I've asked Sean Rogers and my team to conduct a research project over the summer to understand how businesses look at innovation. And we had a tremendous response. More than 550 businesses responded to an in-depth questionnaire. And we have fabulous insights that we're working to package to just make them actionable for you. Interesting also base for that survey, because we actually interviewed people from all around the world in all verticals. So some of us are going to use this data in our keynote presentations to use as some points that led us in the content. First aspect I wanted to cover is how businesses are looking themselves, self-qualifying as innovators. And it's good to see on one end that 55% of them acknowledge some form of innovation, but 83% admit to failing at making an impact on their business or their market. This is the potential that we want to unlock with this event. We want to give you the keys to really fulfill and realize that potential, addressing topics such as digital transformation. If you segment those businesses by digital maturity, you'll find that actually it's the digital experts that have the best propensity to innovate, 71%, way higher than other segments. So those digital skills really matter. So we're going to address this during the event. But before we go and discover how we can become better innovators, I wanted to just stop for a minute and look at why are we innovating. And the first aspect is value. According to the World Economic Forum and Accenture, the value that will be unlocked by innovation and digital transformation in the next decade could be as high as $100 trillion. Massive game-changing numbers that can make an impact on the world and businesses. Businesses also innovate to differentiate. There's this Bain study I really like because it's using leading indicators, not trading, about why innovative businesses are actually making a difference, and the difference, actually, the gap is widening. They're growing faster, their revenue is growing faster, but also they have the best propensity to attract and retain talent. And they are more efficient at applying their decisions, which makes them very equipped to adapt to an ever-changing environment. Just consider the average tenure of the S&P 500. While over the last 5 decades it has reduced a bit to a little bit less than a generation, it's going to be halved in the next decade because of the emergence of platform businesses, because of new digital competitors, because of businesses being able to shift from one market to the other. So you need to innovate to differentiate, survive, and thrive in that environment. And innovation is not stopping. If you look here at the amount of patent applications in the US, I could have chosen other regions. The curve is kind of the same, not the same numbers. Every year, there are more innovations that come on the market and online that could be either an opportunity or a challenge, depending on where you sit. So businesses innovate to create value, to differentiate, to thrive. In short, they innovate to lead. And this is exactly the focus that we wanted for this event. Innovation at the edge is us giving you the keys to really be at the cutting edge of your market thanks to innovation. It is also an acknowledgement to the crazy amount of innovation that we are seeing at the edge of your businesses. When your business interacts with customers, the experience. When you run your operations and that the digital and the physical world collide. Or the power of data when it's delivered in the right channel. That's also innovation at the edge. So we're going to be proposing to you many perspectives, And one type of perspective that really matter a lot to us is, of course, our partners, which are part of our community. And I seize the opportunity to thank all of our sponsors very warmly. Thanks a lot for the support. This event would not be possible without you. And I'm also, thank you. I also want to thank the great contribution we had from our customers. We had a record number of customers actually coming to us and say, I want to speak, I want to give my perspective on innovation. This is really the essence of that event. So we thank you once again. So another round of applause for all of our customers who've been on stage here and in the breakouts. Thank you very much. So we're going to manage the keynotes in a way that every keynote every day is going to have a slightly different angle on innovation. And today we're going to look at a very powerful combination, which is kind of the nucleus of innovation: people, data, and technology. Here are a few amazing outcomes of what you can achieve. You can bring sight back to legally blind people with algorithms. You can empower people to be way more efficient, even from a distance, with augmented reality. We can even go where we've never been before. But every business has access to people, data, and technology. What is the secret? How do you take technology and turn it into that digital edge that I was talking about? How do you build, as a business, your own intelligence with data, not the one from your supplier or your ecosystem? How do you give the right tools to your people? How do you give the right data to your people to truly innovate?